Talk Radio, Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. I am Queen Chima. The headlines. The presidency says President Tinubu's visit to St. Lucia for diplomatic engagement. SGF Akumi dismisses reports of sack by President Tinubu. Pediatrician calls for sealing of worship centers in schools that refuse children immunization. On the foreign scene, car bomb attack in Pakistan kills at least 13 soldiers. Now the detail. The presidency has clarified that contrary to claims in some quarters, President Bola Tinubu's visit to St. Lucia is for strategic engagement, not a vacation. Tinubu arrived in Fort St. Lucia today, sparking claims in some quarters that the president has gone to the Caribbean nation for a vacation. However, presidential spokesman Bayo Onanuga in a statement described the claims as misguided, mischievous and uninformed. Onanuga explained that the increasing level of global uncertainty makes it imperative for Africa and the Caribbean to deepen cooperation among themselves. Meanwhile, the secretary to the government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, has dismissed reports suggesting that President Bola Tinubu has removed him from office, as he described the claim as fake and baseless. In a statement issued by his Director of Press and Public Relations, Shegu Imoiso, Akume said the president has no intention of sacking him. The SGF urged the public and media platforms to disregard the rumor, warning that spreading unverified claims could erode trust in public institutions. The statement also noted that a recent press statement issued by President Tinubu's Special Advisor on Media and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, aligned with the SGF's office's position. Well, the new Nigeria People's Party, NNPPC, says it will be huge relief for members of its 2023 presidential candidate Rabiu Kwankwaso joins the ruling All Progressives Congress. This was contained in a statement by the NNPP National Secretary Ugini Olapusi. Olapusi was reacting to the resignation of APC's National Chairman Abdullahi Ganduje and speculations that he quit the ruling party over alleged move by Kwankwaso to join them. Ganduje resigned from his chairmanship position of the APC on Friday, citing health issues. Olapusi stated that though the resignation is an APC internal affair, it decided to react because of the issues between the party and Kwankwaso. He said that NNPP would be elated if any proposed deal between APC and Kwankwaso became a reality, as the ruling party is in a better position to handle the former Kano State governor's issues. The Senior Special Assistant Media and Communications to the National Chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Yusuf Dingyadi, has officially resigned from his position. In a letter made available to newsmen, dated June 25, 2025, and addressed to the PDP acting national chairman Umaru Damagun, Dingyadi expressed his gratitude to the party leadership for the opportunity to serve over the past 3 years. Dingyadi was a key figure in articulating the party's positions during turbulent political moments and internal crises. Though he did not state reasons for his resignation, his exit marks the end of an era in the PDP media office that witnessed a period of intense political activity, strategic communication, and campaign coordination. Cart pushers, notorious for stealing valuables from government, public and private properties, have been apprehended by residents of Alakahia in Ubia Oleke government area of River State, following a recent incident of vandalism at the Alakahia Community Primary School. The suspects, who roamed the streets of Port Harcourt with wheelbarrows, were alleged to have stolen 19 ceiling fans from the community primary school, as well as the school's signpost, a generator set belonging to a resident, and other property. Speaking in an interview with Today FM's Priye Zorgo, the Chief Security Officer of Alakahia, Anele Nobu Dike, said the scrap dealers were caught in the act while attempting to steal the school's signpost. Nobu Dike called on the River State government to introduce and strictly enforce policies to regulate the activities of scavengers, scrap site operators, and cart pushers in a bid to prevent further incidents.
Over the years, the activities of scavengers, cart pushers, scrap dealers has been a threat to the community. People wake up in the morning and find out that their properties are no longer where they left it. Generators, air condition, aluminiums, iron, and so on. We've tried to manage it for a long time, but it's to no avail. This time around, they keep vandalizing government facilities. Yesterday night, we caught some of them, about 5 of them, pulling out community primary school signposts. Recovered about 20 pieces of ceiling fan that they have lost. We are calling on the government to come to our aid.
Also speaking, a community member, Levi Igutu, revealed that the leadership of Alakahia is currently engaging with house of scrap dealers to address the increasing rate of theft, warning that their operations may be shut down if no agreement is reached.
We are now gathering a meeting between Hausa community and the Alakahia community to discuss useful way to protect themselves and our community. So that will be a good relationship. We must put hands together so that all this will be protected.
In response, a leader of the scrap dealers, Usman Gambo, stated that many of the theft are carried out by individuals operating outside officially recognized scrap sites within the community.
So something happened in Alkahia. Bad boys come into Alkahia community from some places. Not be people were there in Alkahia. So come thief something for inside school. So the matter rich community call our members in Alkahia. We talk them so not allowed to scrap people into Alkahia to buy scrap or to pick something inside Bola. So I will take my people Hausa with the buy scrap. So be careful. Don't enter Alkahia from today to Wednesday. We discuss to community. We close the matter. Inshallah, everything comes successful.
Items stolen from the primary school include ceiling fans, window frames, doors, and iron chairs. You're listening to the World News on Today95.1 FM, Voice of the People. After the break, more news, foreign and sports stories. Do stay with us.
Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
Thank you so much for staying with us. Now the rest of our stories. A consultant pediatrician, Professor Alice Nte, has called for the closure of churches, mosques and schools that prevent children from receiving routine immunizations. Speaking at the official flag of ceremony for the second round of oral polio immunization for children aged 0 to 5 years, Professor Nte urged parents and guardians not to allow religious or educational institutions to deny their children access to vaccines, warning that such actions put the lives of their children at risk. She recounted a past incident in which a church refused to allow children to be vaccinated against diphtheria, resulting in fatalities during a subsequent outbreak. Professor Nte further encouraged parents to seek alternative locations to immunize their children if their regular schools, churches or mosques oppose the vaccination process, emphasizing that the health of children must be prioritized.
The safer thing would be to close those churches so that they don't have children and those things. But you see, when that is done, the people will get upset that we want to infringe on their rights to worship with their children. You know, recently we had a cluster that had refused immunization of children. Then diphtheria broke out and some of the children died. But thank God for the timely intervention of the state immunization team that went to contain it in that church. So I am telling parents, the churches should not take decisions for your children's safety. If your child has a polio, how is the church, the leader or imam will say, oh sorry, they will bury the child. You are the one who have suffered the loss.
The River State Primary Healthcare Management Board commenced the second round of oral polio immunization for children aged 0 to 5 years. The campaign runs from June 28 to July 1st. In addition to the oral polio vaccine, other essential routine immunizations, including those for diphtheria, measles and tuberculosis, will be administered to children during the campaign. Stakeholders in the health sector in River State say they are working to address the challenges affecting the implementation of the Basic Healthcare Provision Fund Gateway in the state. The BHCPF is a federal government initiative launched in 2018 in which 1% of the Consolidated Revenue Fund is pooled into a national health basket and disbursed through various gateways aimed at strengthening healthcare delivery, particularly at the primary level. These gateways include health insurance schemes, emergency medical services such as ambulances and primary healthcare systems. They are critical to ensuring that allocated funds are effectively disbursed and utilized, especially to benefit poor and vulnerable populations. Speaking at the 2025 second quarter BHCPF Gateway meeting held in Port Harcourt, the acting executive secretary of the River State Contributory Health Protection Program, RIFCHIP, Dr. Vetty Agala, said the meeting was convened to review challenges encountered in the previous quarter and identify strategies to improve service delivery across health facilities.
Earlier this morning, we had what we call the Basic Healthcare Provision Fund Gateway Forum. Now, the Basic Healthcare Provision Fund is a catalytic fund from the Federal Ministry of Health or the federal government that ensures that 1% of the consolidated revenue fund of the country is put into a basket, and that fund is spent through gateways. Primary healthcare gateway to ensure we strengthen our primary healthcare system, the health insurance gateway which we implement to ensure that people can access affordable quality healthcare at the LG and ward level, the emergency medical care and ambulance systems gateway where people who have emergencies can be lifted.
Dr. Vetty also revealed that the River State Health Insurance Scheme currently has 102,000 enrollees, emphasizing that the focus is now on evaluating the quality of care being delivered at health facilities across the state.
As we speak, RIFCHIP has 102,000 enrollees, vulnerable population across the state. We had a target of 100,000, but now we have over that. So we've stabilized on that. Now access to care continues on a day-to-day basis. So it's important that we look at how our people are utilizing the care. What are the challenges? Are they having stockouts? Are they having issues of facilities not being available to them when they go? So those are all the conversations we had here today. But the interesting thing about today was that we brought in the medical officers of health.
The BHCPF was initiated nationally in 2018. River State began implementation in 2024. And on the foreign scene, an Israeli court has postponed Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's testimony in his corruption trial after he requested a delay with the support of U.S. President Donald Trump in a ruling published by the Premier's party. Netanyahu's lawyers had asked the court to excuse him from testifying over the next 2 weeks so he could focus on security issues following a ceasefire with Iran and amid ongoing fighting in Gaza, where Israeli hostages are held. They had submitted Netanyahu's schedule to the court to demonstrate the national need for the Prime Minister to devote all his time and energy to the political, national and security issues at hand. The court initially rejected the lawyer's request, but said in its ruling today that it had changed its judgment after hearing arguments from the Prime Minister, the head of military intelligence and the chief of the Mossad spy agency. Trump on Wednesday described the case against Netanyahu as a witch hunt, saying the trial should be cancelled immediately or a pardon given to a great hero. Where elsewhere, a car bomb attack in Pakistan has killed at least 13 soldiers and injured civilians. Pakistani officials said a suicide bomber drove a vehicle packed with explosives into a military convoy in the northwestern tribal region of North Waziristan near the border with Afghanistan. Pakistan alleged that the militants behind the attack were backed by India, but Delhi quickly denied this. Dismissing Pakistan's accusation, Randeep Jiswal, spokesman for India's Ministry of External Affairs, posted on X, saying India rejects the statement with the content it deserves. The attack has been claimed by a suicide bomber wing of the Hafiz Gal Bahadur armed group, a faction of the Pakistan Taliban. Pakistan's army, however, said the attack was carried out by militants backed by India without providing evidence. To end the news, here is a summary of the major stories. The presidency has clarified that President Bola Tinubu's visit to St. Lucia is for diplomatic engagement. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, has dismissed reports of his sack by President Bola Tinubu. You heard that a pediatrician in River State has called for the sealing of worship centers and schools that refuse children from getting immunized. Another foreign scene, we told you that a car bomb attack in Pakistan has killed at least 13 soldiers. That was the news as edited by Ufunanyo Bemendekwe. For comment and inquiries, please call 0818-389-2850 or send your emails to news@todayfmlive.com. You can also read our stories on www.todayfmlive.com. I am Queen Chima. Thank you so much for listening. Good evening.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Unleash the power of the airwaves with the ultimate radio experience. Tune in to Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Don't just listen, immerse yourself.
That is 100% true.
Never wetin dey happen late?
They say wahala need
Now this one wahala be like bicycle. They just dey
Waiting they happen. Now for Today 95.1 FM, 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, bomb quem. Now here you go here. Waiting they happen for Niger and Obodo the world. Now that time where we they bring you Ogbonge to them, we go shock you. You go wonder say a person do like this. Now so we they bring am come give you acid the hot.
Now where would they find way to sweep this country? Don't run. You go stay blood. In the chopper, you say this one. No worry. When time I reach, I will say I want to take. I see where they go.
Homeland is homeland.
Me, I go open get for them. Now me go be get man at that time for airport.
Waiting they happen. Make you know Miss Mazi Ike God Ike Machuku and MC Kuro for waiting they happen. You go enjoy yourself. Not forget to say woman they chop our recharge card woto. I don't tell you say this place na education center. As you sit down here with us from Monday to Friday, you go enjoy waiting they happen. Waiting they happen. Make you know miss them at all.
Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Every day, we hear reports about counterfeit products, stories of fake drugs, food, expired goods and other consumables being manufactured, imported and sold to unsuspecting members of the public. Findings reveal that Africa records at least 100,000 deaths from fake drugs-related ailments yearly. These fake and substandard products, particularly drugs, have been considered a global threat to human lives. And despite efforts by authorized agencies in Nigeria to combat the menace, the Nigerian market remains flooded with different unwholesome products. This is a plea to all those who manufacture and sell these goods to desist. Stop this menace of counterfeit products. Let's place value on human lives. And should you have purchased a counterfeit product or unsatisfied with the product, please contact SON or Consumer Protection Agency. This message is powered by Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Live your truth. Express your love. Share your enthusiasm. Take actions towards your dreams. Talk your talk. And walk your walk.
It was years ago. There's a statute of limitation on this stuff.
Make today worth remembering as we discuss issues as it affects Nigeria moving forward. Talk that talk.
Weekdays, 2 p.m.
Exclusively on Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. Voice of the people.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
I no go fit to tell you say I'm perfect. doesn't even make sense. Freedom is the essence. I know they even try to be your boyfriend. Done it before, relationship. Now we don't even talk. It is what it is. Take my time now, original from China.